The learning objective for this lesson today is I can recognize similarities and differences in words. Do you remember what that word similarities means? It means finding things that are the same. Similarities are things that are the same. And differences, what does that mean? Right, it's finding things that are different, that they are not the same. So we're going to work on recognizing that with some of our sight words. All right, so let's start with these three words right here. I want you to read them out loud. With, will, all. Look at those words. With, will, and all. What are some things that you notice about these words? Do you see something that's the same or different? I notice some things that are the same. Let's start with that. I also notice some differences. We'll talk about that in a second. So if we look at the word with and the word will, I notice they both start the same with a W and an I. Those are some things that are the same. And then I noticed that right here, the word will ends with LL, and the word all ends with LL. So those are some things that are the same. With and will have the same beginning, and will and all have the same ending. What are some things that are different that you noticed? Do you notice some differences in these words? Well, how many letters does with have? It has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 for will, and 1, 2, 3 for all. So that's a difference. Look, they don't all have the same amount of letters. And what about this right here? This word all has an A. Those words don't have A's, so that's a difference. And this word with has a digraph, TH at the end. Do you see any more TH digraphs? So that's another difference. Friends, we just looked at these three words, with, will, and all, and compared them to see how they're similar or how they're different. Let's try it again. I've got some more words. As I write it, I want you to read it. Can, and. All right, can, and. How are these words similar? How are they the same? They all have an. Yep, and. How are they different? Well, they're not all spelled the same. Do they all have all the same letters? Nope, they do not. Right here, that has a C at the beginning. There is no C in this word or this word. This word starts with a C, and this word ends with a D, so that's one way that they are different. It's one way they're different. And also, even though each word has an in it, can ends with an, but and starts with an. So that's another difference. Okay, friends, so like we talked about, when you are reading, and even when you're writing, look at those words and see if you can recognize similarities and differences, because once you figure out those similarities and differences, it will help you. All right?